For the past week or so, everybody has been talking about these new Shrek designs, and are they actually as bad as everybody is saying? Today we're going to be talking about that. Today I'm going to give my reaction to them. We're going to take a look at a ton of replies over from the Shrek page. This even made the Explore page. Everybody has been talking about it, and at the end, I want to take a look at something very interesting by somebody who supposedly was studying the design of characters. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. So, Discussing Film posted this nice and perfectly for us. Shrek and Donkey have been redesigned for Shrek 5. Obviously, everybody has been freaking out about this, okay? What do I think about the design? Sorry, I'll pause this skip over here. What do I think about the designs? I don't think this is as big of a deal as everybody's making it out to seem. The family picture was the one that was throwing me off when everybody was like saying exactly how it was going to go with the daughter, the rebellious daughter. Shrek's going to learn something about himself and he has to actually let go of her. Those storylines, those memes, they seem to be accurate at predicting the movie, and that's what I would imagine it would be like too. But for the designs themselves, I don't like it, and I would prefer it to be the way that it was, but I can get over it. Shrek has been something that I've loved for a very long time. As long as the movie's good, as long as it's funny, as long as it's still like the same Shrek that I've come to know and love over the years, and it just kind of reminds me of my childhood watching this movie, and it's still funny, I will like it, and I can get over the design change. It's not that bad. I also understand when people are talking about like, okay, these look like an older version of the characters. I get that they do, but at the same time, I don't want to say Disneyfied, but you know what I mean? Like, it's having that same look and losing the originality of what kind of Shrek was. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but it seems just like 2025-ish. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about over here. But I wanted to take a look at a ton of replies over from the Shrek page, over from Discussing Film, and just again, this ended up hitting the Explore page, which is crazy. It's not that bad. It's just signs of aging. That's kind of where I'm at a little bit, but I think it's bad, but it's something that I personally can get over. I know a lot of people don't feel the same way. Sonic fans showing up to save the day. This is the thing, though. I don't think it's as bad as Ugly Sonic. I don't think it's that bad, although I really don't like it. Also, a lot of people have been talking about this being just a publicity stunt. It worked for Sonic. Look how big this Sonic movie got. And everybody was like, oh my god, respect to the developers. Respect to the people behind the movie. This is amazing. They listen to what the fans want. And that could have been the game plan from the very get-go. It's possible that they do this with Shrek as well, but I don't imagine that to be the case. I'm not above that idea, okay? I'm not above that idea. Let's continue on. This should have stayed the final chapter. Yeah, I mean, it did have a really good conclusion, but to be honest with you, I'm still open for another Shrek. Shrek seems like something that I could watch forever. Okay, it's understandable for the design change. The last movie was over 15 years ago. The same thing happened to Puss in Boots, although I will say Puss in Boots did the design better. We're just going to have to get used to it. That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't watched Puss in Boots, and this actually is a pretty good design change. It doesn't have that same feel as the Shrek one, to be honest with you. I don't know, but there is some, like, there's a little bit of a special, like, I don't know if it's just me thinking of my childhood watching these movies, but man, like, it's nostalgic looking at this design, man, and I would like for them to keep that type of design, but I don't think this change is as bad as the Shrek one. I don't think the Shrek one is as bad as the Ugly Sonic. Redesigned, older, it doesn't matter. They look worse. Why change something that worked for 15 years? People are used to their classic look. This looks like crap. Shrek's face and head are completely different. Donkey doesn't even look like Donkey. Unfortunately, yeah, it is just a little too off for most people, and that it sucks, man, because I hope that this movie still does succeed. Yeah, it's odd. Like in every single animated film in the last several years, every character always just has the exact same facial expression. Like everything is using the exact art style. That's kind of where I'm at, but I can't put my finger on like what that is. What are they trying to make everything look at? Or if it's just everything ever kind of having the same tone to it, the same feel. I don't know if I don't know. Is there some engine that they're building it up on, like, in every company under the sun is using it? I know that, of course, like, not everything is looking the same, but you guys kind of get that? Like, I'm with that quote over there. What has happened to Shrek? We can do it again. But yeah, like, look at this. It's just, and it is older, but it still looks great, man. I still can't believe that this got passed. Like, there's no way that this wasn't a game plan, you know? That was one of the greatest marketing tactics of all time if that actually was built up and set up. I don't know. This does seem like something where they would actually change, though. It's tough, man. I think they changed the animation to accommodate for the younger generation, but they are 100% forgetting that our generation can be the ones who's going to the movies to watch it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Shrek's for all ages. I don't think they necessarily need to accommodate the older generation. Maybe they just were trying to, like, modernize it and didn't see it as a big deal. I know a lot of studios kind of like lose that idea. It's a toughie. I'm worried that the movie called Shrek won't focus on Shrek and instead his daughter. Also, where are her brothers? She's one of the triplets. That is exactly where I'm at. My problem isn't with the designs, it's with the storyline, because I can so see it, just like everybody else saying, yeah, Dad, I can fall in love with the human, and then the human will have to, like, either Shrek will have to learn that, Shrek will send Donkey on a mission to go follow her, and something go wrong, Shrek will have to come save her, or no, I don't know, like, some ridiculous story like that, and it will just be all about the daughter, and Shrek having to learn a lesson about the daughter who can date whoever she wants. But this is what I wanted to show you guys, okay? Chomper Electric had this to say. I'm currently studying Shrek designs. People are saying that the old movies are visually outdated, but Shrek 4 is not. That movie looks wonderful and carries the charm of Shrek perfectly, even better than that Kung Fu Panda 3 trailer. So, this, though, doesn't have the same feel, where is it? Like, this is probably the best one. It looks like a revamped version of Shrek. It looks like an improved version of Shrek. Like, compare that to this initial picture. This does not, you know? But I kind of see where they're getting at, but it's an improvement in the art style, but it still has that old charm. You know what I mean? Mostly, it can look off sometimes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Fiona doesn't look too great there. Yeah, I mean, I get that. No, I don't know, man. I don't think it looks too off. That donkey picture just will live till the end of time, man. Outdated doesn't mean ugly, though. A model could be recent and decent, but not up to date with newer graphisms. Of course, they need to update them for newer movies and use newer graphisms and visual. That's, I don't know, man. Yeah, the problem is, I understand if this was just something where they were just looking to improve it, but it just doesn't hit the same, and I do think that if it doesn't cost too much, then again, then they can definitely afford it. Shrek's gonna perform. Why not spend the money to actually redesign? I wonder how much money that actually costs the studios. If anybody has any idea about that, please let me know. Now, typically, I am a pretty positive guy, to be honest with you. I know this is a little bit of a negative video because I just don't like the new designs, man. Unfortunately, I just don't like the new designs. But another thing that I was fairly negative on was the How to Train Your Dragon trailer. If you're interested, you can check that out right here. It's just live action isn't going to hit the same for me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care.